Alrighty. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? So, if you were here on Tuesday was it? We kind of had to make an ultimatum as to what it is we're going to be doing with the series. And ultimately, I decided to do a 3 strikes and you're out type of deal with this series. Now, pardon me, I'm just trying to figure out why my YouTube subscribers is not popping up here. Should be popping up because I didn't mess with the transform for anything, so I am confuzzled as to why that is the case. Forgive me as I try to figure out what the hell is going on here. What's happened with the transform here, but it kind of bugged out. We'll go 325 and 325 for that one. That should hopefully look okay. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid. If it does, roast away in the comments or in the chat rather. Let me do this and 325. That way it's fixed on both ends. Anyways, yes. So we said we're gonna do a 3 strikes and you're out policy with, excuse me, with this. The thing that I mean by that is if we black out or white out in this game 3 times, then we're just gonna call the series there and then we will move into something else later. Now, I would like to say that we got very, very unlucky on Tuesday's stream in terms of just about everything that could have went wrong. And so because of that, I'm a little bit nervous about implementing a rule like that, because it's like, if we do lose again to Roxanne, then it's like we only lose one more time and then the entire series is over. That seems idiotic. Why would you do that? But again, at that point, it's like we're not making progress. If I'm losing to the quote unquote first important trainer battle of the game, because I wouldn't say that I'm outclassed. No, I have the advantage in terms of levels, but in terms of movesets and everything in between, yeah, we're not getting a whole lot of luck in our favor. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to give some foreign berries out. I don't know if I want to give the Quick Claw to the Lombre. Not sure if I want to do that or not. I think the Tepig would make sense. Oh, not use. I also think I need to buy potions. No, I already bought potions. Yeah, I don't know what the game plan is going to be here, but I think what I will do, I did say this to myself as well. I'd say that it is fair game for me to whatchamacallit. It is fair game for me to look up documentation for these battles, because otherwise I'm gonna get screwed over. And we saw that firsthand with Roxanne having berry juices and access to berry juice, and solar beaming on her Lilleep. So I'm gonna try my best to stay level-headed. I did think about potentially leveling up the Tepig until it evolved into a Pig Knight, but I feel like for normal difficulty, I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. Call me crazy. I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I did also contemplate also putting it on easy. But I was like, I feel like I don't want to necessarily say that that would make me a wimp, because you know what, you play the game how you want to play the game, right? But just the thought of it just didn't sit well with me. And maybe it's something that maybe if we get down to our last, we'll say, strike, our last chance of actually winning the series, maybe I will put it on easy, just so we can actually play the game, because otherwise it's like, what's the point? You know, what was the point of us doing all the art, doing all... There's that. Now, I don't know if it's a smart idea for me to run straight in. I think what I should do, we have enough potions. As long as I play smart, because I was unlucky in the last stream. That much is not debatable. I did make a misplay with a Lilleep and it having Storm Drain. So with that information now at my disposal, I would like to say that we have a better chance of whooping her ass. So we are going to see if that can, you know, stay. If those feelings can stay. That attitude can stay, rather. So, Anorith. Controller keeps disconnecting. I apologize. Also, today's stream is going to be kind of a short one because your boy's got to go get blood work done tomorrow in the morning. So he's going to have to start fasting at like 8 o'clock. You know, going to be closing. So if anything, today will be probably a couple hours long, and hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. All right, so again, he outspeeds me, which I don't... Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, my Oran Berry's not gonna work if he's gonna do that. Oh, I should have put the Quick Claw on him. So is he... The problem is here is he going to switch? That's what I have to ask myself. The AI clearly saw that I used a water gun. Are you going to switch into Lilleep like you did in the first battle? I think the safest play here, and it might still end up biting me in the butt, I do have an X defend. I think what I need to have happen here is I might have to use both those X items, actually. I want to actually win this, because I think an X defend, it's going to reduce the damage from 30 to maybe like 20. Maybe like 23 or something like that. If he decides to bug bite again, I think I have to use a potion. Because in my mind, we swapped out into the Tepig last time, and that's when the Lilleep came in. So I am predicting the Lilleep, yep, Lilleep to come in. This is okay. This is okay because I can now go ahead and pop that X defend. Because I think in this game it's only +1. I think they buffed him in the later gens. He's gonna Rock Tomb. So that does 6 points of damage. That's fine. Doesn't go for the Ingrain, which is kind of crazy. Now, is I need Nature Power to do... I need Nature Power to burn. I need Nature Power to burn. Got a crit. Okay. Synthesis. Not optimal. Not. But if we get the burn. Okay, rocked him again. I think I will heal just to be safe. Because I don't want to use too many of my potions here either. Because that could be its own problem. Okay, there's the ingrain. So this is where the burn is important. Because otherwise it's just going to sit here. And... I mean, I guess a paralysis could work too. But I think burn would just be better. Solar beam's coming. That did what? 16? Okay, and it gets the para. So honestly, not the worst one, but not the best one. Burn was probably going to be... Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. This actually probably works out fine for us. Actually probably works out fine for us. There's another crit. Berry juice is gonna pop. And it gets fully paralyzed. Perfect. Okay. So what I need to do I absorb? How much is absorb gonna do in comparison? Nothing. You're so weak. All because I can't click a water move. I actually can't click half my moveset with this guy, which is really unfortunate. I'm gonna nature power again. All right, now we got a potion. Telling you, I gotta be locked in for this. If I don't lock in for this, we lose again, and I'm not gonna be able to battle her again under these conditions. Okay, so there's the solar beam. Which, does the solar beam PP get used up if the attack does not go off? That I need to know. Okay, the attack goes as 18. So a crit could still kill me, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't turn stream avatars on. Hold up. I just realized that now. My apologies. Hello, Nuzlocke. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? I guess I'm gonna absorb, because I feel like same amount of damage I'm doing with absorb. Which I don't understand why Drayana would put something like this in at the very beginning of the game. I don't know why that would be the case, but you know what? Whatever he decides, man. Whatever he decides. Every fight feels screwed in Radical Red. I lost attempt 1 solely to my encounters, even though I'm not nuzlocking it. I feel you there. I'm kind of in the same boat in this series that we're doing. Is it essentially what a Lovelocke is it's essentially a single player Soul Link. So like, as much as I have decent type diversity on my team, I wouldn't say that my team is good. And despite fighting a rock type trainer where I have a grass water type, I feel stuck. Because we have a Lilip here who is constantly able to gain all this HP. We have the Anorith, which I can't one-shot with Water Gun, and he has Bug Bite for my Lombre. Like, it's not been a good start for us in this one. But my hope is that we can get through this battle, and hopefully it doesn't take us forever to get through. But the problem is that Synthesis, I don't remember how much PP Synthesis has. I hope it's just 5. Okay, there's a Para. The problem is here, chat, is if I don't kill this Lilip, before I'm out of nature powers and absorbs, I can't hit him. And then at that point, it's like save myself by using the X defend, and then the Anorith just kills me, basically. Because apparently he outspeeds me, and I don't want that to be the case. Rock Tomb. You know what I didn't think about either? Oh no, I think it didn't matter because we saw at the very beginning of this battle, the Anorith outsped me and it didn't even go for Rock Tomb. So I speed tie with it. So it doesn't matter if I try to go for an X speed actually, because I'm always going to be slower than him. If I have to stay in and try to attack him. Absorb again, just in case he wants to Solar Beam one more time. Okay, now I am going to Potion. This is so ridiculous. Like, absolutely absurd that this is what I have to do. I might need the regular potion again. It should be almost out. It should be almost out of Solar Beams. Okay, so there's a full para, which is what we've been waiting for. A nature power again. Synthesis. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Drayano, what is... I know this, you made this game like 10 plus years ago, but come on, dude, really? And the problem is that this thing is going to heal up with a potion as well. So I have 16 attacks to try to break through. And that's why I was saying that the burn would have been better for me here, because I would have been able to do something. I guess what has to happen, and I don't even know if this strategy is going to be foolproof, is what would have to happen is if, you know, push comes to shove, I have to send in my Tepig, who will then have to defense curl 6 times just to ensure that I could eat a hit, as long as I don't get critted, of course. And that's not even guaranteed. That's not even guaranteed that I would break through. Okay, so if synthesis is 5 PP, I'm like... Also, losing a non-Nuzlocke run to encounters is hard to have because none of the Pokemon I could catch were Erica counters. I mean, I know from the one stream I did of Radical Red, I did a randomizer of it, and I had a Fluttermane, a Sneasler, all that. And I remember, I think the film, and he had an Alolan Geodude, and it was sturdy with Custap Berry. And I'm not sure if Radical Red is following in the same, like, engine of Generation 1 or Fire Red Leaf Green, rather. Halves your defense. But Custap Berry Self-Destruct is what I got hit by from an Alolan Geodude. Okay, so it looks like we're doing more damage now. No more synthesis, no more... whatchamacallit. Hasn't gone for Rock Tomb in a while. I don't think it's gone through all of its Rock Tombs. There's no way. She had 3 hidden ability starters on her team, and one was a Mega Venusaur. I forgot they had Megas in that game. I'm gonna heal here. So is that gonna be enough to break through? She hasn't healed yet. No way, she's not gonna wait to heal until now. No, she will. She definitely will. Yep, there it is. Okay, but it's a potion, right? So it doesn't heal it up all the way. Okay, there's a chance. Not a high chance, but there is a chance that what I can do will potentially work. Does mean I'm out of absorbs and work in my favor. Because I want to just get it as low as I can. And like I said, I want to make sure that my Tepig can eat a Rock Tomb. Because I'm not worried about the Nose Pass. I'm not worried about that guy at all. I think we will counter him perfectly fine. Alright, I'm gonna Defense Curl. Now, unfortunately, we don't have Blaze as our ability on Angel here, so that kind of sucks, but I think it will still work out for us. I think. And maybe I am getting greedy. I don't know. But like this is literally all I can do. And this is just for a chance to win. This is just for a chance. This doesn't even guarantee anything. Now, he might get back up to full, which is whatever, right? But this also means that if he has to go for Struggle, he shouldn't do any damage to me. And he should be able to do a lot of recoil to himself. All right, so let's go for the Ember. Doesn't do a lot, but it does more than what we've been trying to do. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, at least you have a plan, even if it's a bad one. Yes. Yes, I don't really have I don't have a lot of confidence with this strat, but it is what it is. By the way, hello everybody who's coming in and saying chats. All right. She's bringing out the nose pass. This is probably the least optimal thing that could have happened, because I was gambling on her bringing out the... I was hoping that she would bring out the Anorith first, but I guess this is... I guess it's still not guaranteed, huh? Trying to think. I guess I Leech Seed first. That way I don't have to use a potion. And plus he could have Sturdy. Ult switch. Oh. I totally should have stayed in. Totally should have stayed in. How much did Bug Bite do to me before? I feel like would it make more sense for me to Leech Seed here? Or just go for the Water Gun and hope that I can win? Or just hope that I can win with 2 Water Guns? Because that's about the only... At least you have a backup plan of crying. At this rate, that's how it's feeling. That is how it's feeling. Because I guess if I win the speed tie and get a Leech Seed off, does that actually... Does that salvage anything here? I don't think it does. To go for it. Yeah, he's faster than me. I don't understand how I won the first time, the speed tie. I don't get it. I don't know how I did it the first time. Okay, so here's what I think needs to happen. What's my speed here? 19 versus... Hmm. 23 versus 19, so I'm obviously going to be slower. But what could happen here is I could go into... I mean, this is risky still. I could go into box. I'd probably have to end up sacking box. Because he might just die to this. He doesn't. Okay. Okay. This is still not great because I think Angel has to come in next. Is a Rock Tomb gonna one-shot? Is a Rock Tomb gonna one-shot Tepig? Is a one-shot... Is it gonna... I guess Ugh. Don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I guess if I get a burn, guess what has to happen is I got to get a burn, which I didn't get one earlier, or I just have to hope that this kills. The aerial aces. Wait, he's throwing. Wait, he's actually throwing. That is crazy. Wow, I'm actually surprised that that guy threw. It sucks though because I'm not allowed to use Angel anymore. And I missed the Leech Seed. Oh, he misses. He missed his Rock Tomb. Okay. So I don't think Rock Tomb's gonna do a whole lot of damage to me. Bulldoze, that's gonna do even less. That's gonna do even less. So how much HP am I gonna get in return? Sacking Box would have been the most poetic death. I mean, we had to sack him. He literally wasn't going to be able to do much else. Ice Punch. Okay, thankfully no freeze. Water Gun is going to do what? No way you have Berry Juice on. Every single one of our mons had a Berry Juice. Oh, that's irritating. I guess we'll Oran Berry. Guess we'll Oran Berry. Ice Punch again. That does 9, but I get how much HP back? 4. So I only did 5. Yeah, I gotta hope I don't get frozen. No freeze. Okay. Water Gun again. Now, does she heal? Does she heal? Talk to him and misses again. At this rate, the gym leader will die of old age before you win. You don't gotta remind me. Don't gotta remind me, man. Actually, I should just Oran Berry again because the Leech Seed is gonna kill it. Fury Swipes. You couldn't have given me Mega Drain or something like that? Oh my god, that took me... I think that took me over 20 minutes. I'm not even sugarcoating it. I think that took me 20 minutes to do. Can we get a rip for that Berry Juice economy? Yeah. I'm just saying, 3 Berry Juices is a little ridiculous. Come on. Thank you. I mean... Yes, definitely. So here is the problem. I guess we're gonna find out pretty quickly because I'm not allowed to use the Tepig anymore due to the rules of this series. unless something happens to the Tyrogue first. So I think what I need to do, maybe still find a way to complain. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that if we're being truthful and honest, because I'm like pretty sure that Mega Drain's like base power is like 40. I think it's like 40 base power versus absorbs like 30. Back up, Delilah, come on. Oh, 20. So it would have been double the amount of damage, but yeah, I wouldn't have done much. Imagine complaining about Mega Drain while using Leech Seed strats. I wasn't able to Leech Seed the Lily though. If I could Leech Seed the Lily, then I would have been in a much better situation. I would have been in a more, what's the efficient, we'll say. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of switch training up here, because otherwise, I don't really think I have a chance of beating CHEREN. Not with the team of 2. At least you had a plan, even if it involved 4 berry juices. I didn't have the berry juice. The AI did. That's why it was a problem. If I had the berry juice, oh, we would have been in a probably the same scenario, just because I think a berry juice heals up 20 HP, but I actually could have given berry juice to my team members instead, so would have been better. All right, Taylor, relax. I'm gonna try to get the Tyrogue to 10 and see if he learns a fighting type move. If he does, then I'm gonna be well, am I gonna be miffed about it? Not really. Fight. At least you didn't have to fight a whole team of 6. I had to fight a whole team of 6. I was cooked. I was cooked. It's skill issue, TBH. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. It is a skill issue. Yeah, we'll find out soon if Tyro gets a fighting type move at level 10. Even if he gets, like, I don't know, Mach Punch. Even if he gets Mach Punch, I think that would be beneficial for me, but let's see. I'm gonna absorb this guy and attack again. Something missed, and he gets a crit, and I missed again. Okay. He went for how many? He went for how many sand attacks? 2? Maybe 3? Training a Tyrogue at this point is just an out. Listen, if I could train up the Tepig, then I would. But I can't. Delilah, please stop licking the water bottle. Please, thanks. Maybe try praying to the RNG gods next time? Absolutely. I'll have to consider that next time. Headbutt? That did a decent amount, but Oh, did not mean to do that. I duck as well. Cloud9, that's fine. I just hate the idea that I'm going to be doing all of this and I still have the very real possibility of just losing in the gym. But I guess, you know what? Again, if Tyro gets a fighting type move by level up, then I don't think I need to worry too much about the gym trainers. At least you didn't get frozen this time. Listen, the last time I did a Generation 5 game, my first battle, that wasn't rival battles, was against N, of course. And he froze me with Ice Beam twice in back-to-back turns. So the RNG gods have not been favorable to me. $20 for one gym fight, and you call this the road to a champion? Hey, let's look at it this way. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere. Oh, it looks like it wants to storm outside by me. Could name the run to the 20-minute war crime. Listen, man, if we were uploading a video on this, yes. Okay. You're consistent with the struggle. It's felt that way. The last couple Nuzlocke runs I've done. Last couple Nuzlocke runs I've done. Work outside. Rip that Tepig sitting in the box forever. Nah, he won't sit there forever. He's literally only sitting in there until we can actually get a new encounter. Or catch a new encounter, I should say. Temp 3 is going nice in Radical Red. That's good. That's good. Are you doing a randomizer of that, Nuzlocke? I think if I do Radical Red again, I'm gonna do a different randomizer. I think I'm gonna do a different rank. That is absurd that we're getting to level 16 before the first gym. Alright, I think I can go 1v1 versus a Tyrogue. Yes, I can. Okay. At least I can get some experience that way. Maybe I can get... Ooh, Houndour. I didn't even know you could get a Houndour here. Maybe it's like a nighttime encounter only? I don't know, but I am gonna swap. Convert, fine. Alright, I think we need one more battle. One more battle and we'll hit level 10. And we'll figure out whether or not we're gonna learn a fighting type move. I guess the good thing is that I do have 2 trainers in the gym to battle. So if I need more... Oh, nope. We're not getting a fighting type move. Well, that was a kind of a waste of time. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be a waste. I just put all of my investment into the Lombre. I guess I'll give him the Quick Claw. Okay, let's just... Whoa. Go that way. Oh, didn't mean to do that. If I get a shiny, though... Ooh! It won't save the run. Hey. Lombre is the hero you deserve, slow and unreliable. Listen. That's what the game decided for me as a first encounter, was that. All right. Guess we just gotta go straight in. I mean, we have 5 potions. I think that should be fine. We looked it up on Tuesday what his team was. I mean, Leech Seed is gonna be good. Leech Seed will be beneficial, at the very least. I guess I probably have to, you know, walk. Mr. Pedro, you got a Rattata. All right, that's fine. This is definitely dealable. This is definitely dealable. Flame Wheel. I forgot that Rattata and Eradicate learned Flame Wheel. That doesn't make any sense to me either, for the record. Whismer? Yeah, we should be fine. Fake Tears? Ooh. Imagine if that Rattata had guts. It probably did. And Snubble, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I guess it doesn't matter. I didn't see how much money they gave me from that trainer battle. The hope is that they give me enough money to maybe get like 2 more potions. I mean, I guess I do have a freshwater as well. Bit of. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. $20 for one gym fight, and we're calling this a speedrun. No, this ain't no speedrun. Absolutely not a speedrun. I don't think I could speedrun a Pokemon game. I don't think I could speedrun a Pokemon game. Cleffa? That's whatever. We'll deal with a Cleffa, no problem. Charm? That's fine. Alright, level 17. Wants to learn Water Pulse. Yes! Huge. That is actually huge. I honestly think... What's that? So 40 goes 60, 60 would go to 90. It's a lot better. Yeah, I think I will get rid of Water Gun. I'll keep Tri-Attack. Or not Tri-Attack. Nature Power. Let's see. Ooh, I might only get 1 more potion out of this. Okay. But I mean, I'm level 17. I now have a good stab attack, at the very least. I have a good stab attack. If I had Water Pulse for freaking Roxanne's Anorith, oh, that thing would have died in 1 hit. By the way, if you would like to change your avatar on the bottom there to whatever Pokemon you want, face followed by the Pokemon you would like to be. Oh, I didn't go back and grab that potion, huh? Let me just... Yeah, I can get 1. Oh, I didn't mean to click no. Click yes. Alrighty. Gonna go ahead and save our game before we battle CHEREN. All right, Minchino. I mean, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but I think I might be able to one-shot the Minchino. I'm faster. But I get the confusion. That's actually huge. He's gonna work up. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't know if he's actually faster than me, for the record. Ooh, quick claw pop again. No heal. This thing's dead. You do know that the Minccino can crit you with... It's fine. Lillipup. Ooh. I think we'll be okay. I imagine we do about the same amount of damage here. 3 quick claw pops in a row. Holy. We don't kill, that's fine. That is a-okay. Bro, oh my god. I don't think I've ever had a quick claw pop that many times in a row. Alright, this is where it gets spicy, because he has a Munchlax. Okay? So what needs to happen here is I need a Leech Seed. That's what it needs to do. Because I need to set this thing on a timer, because we're not going to be able to do much damage otherwise. So he's gonna obviously set up his attack and special attack here. If we can get a confusion, wow, another quick claw pop. If we can get him to... Oh, we do get him to be confused. If he can hurt himself, he'll do a lot of damage. Oh my god. This is actually going in our favor. I'm shocked. I am shocked with how I felt like I cheesed that battle. But also, given what happened to me on Tuesday, that should have been how the battle went with Roxanne. The same sort of vibe and energy, and yet it didn't. But I guess rock types are technically harder to deal with than a normal type, so I'm not gonna complain at all. We are not complaining. My team is low-key cooking in Radical Red, especially when my starter is actually a starter, even in the randomizer. That's good. I'm pretty sure my starter when I did Radical Red was... Mine was Fluttermane, and having a ghost type early on in the game is worth it. They've got the TM for return, which pretty good. I'm watching people outside my window. I'm guessing somebody moved in or somebody's moving out, but they have like one of those like odd moving storages. And I'm just watching this guy out there, and I don't know if he's just struggling to figure out where to put. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. He looks very confused. My starter was a Croconaw. Nice. That's a pretty good starter, actually, yeah. I don't need to turn on the C gear. Wait, I don't know why I'm going inside the PC here. Go ahead and heal up. My goal is to hopefully get another encounter before we have to attempt to battle Roxy. I don't even know. I don't even know if we're going to be able to handle Roxy. I mean, not with the team that we currently have. I still don't get what I think are called Sevian forms. Like, they have new forms for some Pokemon. So I think it's just kind of like your regional variants, like your, like Alolan forms, Galarian forms, Hisuian, Aldean. Like, I think that's what they are, but they're just Radical Red's version of a regional variant. But I'm pretty sure I watched a Shady Penguin video last week where they did a Then We Fight, and it was, they caught encounters in Radical Red, and I think Milotic is one of them. But Milotic has a Sevian form in that game. Oh, I gotta battle this hiker, don't I? I gotta battle this hiker. Low kicks, Milotic, and Scorch. Ooh. An attempt when I had a Bug Dragon custom low kicks. Oh, okay. Scorch is cool as well. I actually used Scorch in my first ever playthrough Sword and Shield. Go ahead and just absorb this rock and roll. Okay, this Quick Claw is popping so much. It's kind of insane. I have a Sevian, Milotic, and Scorch on my attempt 3 team. That's pretty good. And it pops again. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to swap though, just because of that -1 accuracy. Wooper. I guess what I could do is I could go to Hot Hands and first time Nuzlocke and you already have God Tier Quick Claw streak. Yes, I have God Tier Quick Claw luck on this one, but it's my first time Nuzlocking Blaze Black 2. I did a Master Mode, which is kind of like a Nuzlocke, but it has its own different sets of rules. This is more, basically what I did the last of Blaze Black 2, except my encounters were randomized. But the game stayed normal. And I also did Blaze Black 2 redo. I think this is normal Blaze Black, I'm almost certain. Or not normal. The original. I probably could have went into... maybe not. Maybe it's a good idea. I didn't go into the Tyrogue. If I get Hitmonchan, actually, for my evolution of the Tyrogue, that would be... That could be huge. Ooh, I'm surprised I skipped that battle, actually. Come with me, Ute. Oh, you know what? We're able... I'm pretty sure we get the fishing rod here, don't we? Yeah. So, I feel like... I feel like it'd be stupid of me to... I feel like it'd be stupid of me to try and get my encounter in a water area, because Lombre. Lombre's pure, or not pure water, primary water. If we get another water type, a primary water type, then we would have to decide between Lombre and Tyrogue or Tepig and that water type. And unless I get something that's different primary typing that's not water, I don't know. I feel like I try to get a normal encounter first, because even if it's like a normal type, I think it'd be fine. I wanted to skip this battle. And I wouldn't say that. Lombre has a better typing overall, which is why I would rather, if I do have any say in the matter, try to keep everybody. Get a Miracle Seed. Mankey was in this grass. Dire hit. Waddle and Benefit. Oh. This is potentially problematic. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to Water Pulse the Venipede. I'm going to fake it out as well. I guess what could not, well, it would still be very bad. Never mind. Forget what I was about to say. Alright, that's fine. Bug Bite is still a scary attack that could come my way. How much does it actually do? Oh, now Delilah. Ah! Go. 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 Cut it out. I'm going to have to regular potion here. My hope is that I can two-shot with... My hope is that I can two-shot with... Oh, crap. That's not good. Okay, tackled. That does 9 points of damage. Okay. I didn't even think about the fact that I would have to... Ugh. Bug Bite again. Okay, that did a little bit less, but Water Pulse did a lot, so I think we'll be able to knock it out after this one. This is actually absurd how much times that this Quick Claw has popped. Level 11 for Hot Hands. 9 more levels and he evolves into one of the Hitmons. Cherish Balls, take that. So I technically get an encounter in the hometown, Burbank City, and south of Burbank City. I think it's called Burbank Complex. I don't want to look. I did say I was going to check the cities, right? Because the cities might actually give us, like, static starters. But I don't know who would be the person, if that is actually the be the case. I'm gonna play it as if we don't get the starters here. So I'm going to go south and try to get whatever that Burbank complex encounter is. And like I said, I pretty much want it to be anything but a water, a fighting, or a fire type. And it has to be female. So ooh. Wait, if Tyro can learn that, huge. He can learn that, that's huge. Because then I can actually grind in the grass with him. There. About time. I'm gonna say let's get rid of Helping Hand. Alright, let's see what we can get. It's male, okay. No, that sucks because I actually do love Shellos and Gastrodon, but I mean, they don't share the same weaknesses as Lombre, but I wouldn't be able to use it. Is it because he's primary water? If he was primary ground, then water? I am pretty sure I'm correct about that. I'm not, then we're about to find out. I don't know why I'm killing this thing. I don't need the experience, but I guess I'll keep doing it. Gastrodon is water ground. Mud Bomb. Well, that would have been, actually, that would have been pretty good for this next gym. Would they say that... I mean, a poison type wouldn't be a bad shout for my team. Poison type wouldn't be a bad shout for the team. Okay, I am not upset about this. I am not upset about this. I'm going to just click Absorb. I'll have to try to get everybody up to the same level as the Lombre. I don't know if that's gonna... I don't know if that's gonna really happen though. Alright, so that's as weak as I wanna make this. Alright, let's throw a Pokeball at it. Love and Stream. It's a little bit overwhelming. We'll say that. A little bit overwhelming, but alright. Having fun, right? Excuse me. Electric. This is like the third series in a row. And it didn't have Intimidate or anything like that, so I don't know what... I don't know what other ability he would have. Adamant nature. That's probably the worst nature we could have gotten on him. Potentially the worst nature. But I mean, I got an electric type now, which is good for me. Because I do have a flying type weakness with Lombre and Tyrogue. So, honestly, we might be good. We might be okay. I don't know, but we might. I think let's lead with... Ooh, I don't know what to lead with here. So we skipped, what, 2 trainers in the route? The last route, I think. I'll go there. I can get my water encounter from the house. Or not the house, the hometown. Hope that it's something halfway decent. Something halfway decent that can replace my lump. That's what I'm trying to say. Dunsparce. Honestly, as much as I would love to stay in with Hot Hands, I don't think that's what we do. Adamant Nature on a special attacker is truly a masterpiece. Dude, don't even... I didn't even pay attention to what the Dunsparce went for. Hope that water encounter is a Magikarp, maximum replacement potential. I mean, you're not wrong. I did it already, just mentioned it again. Okay, yeah, I saw the initial message. I will check that out once we're done with stream. Roll out? Okay, that's fine. Level 19. Wants to learn Water Sport. I don't really need Water Sport for level 12 for my Tyrogue. Magikarp, are we unsub? Man, I can't promise anything that it's gonna be a Magikarp. I mean, I'm sure one of the water areas that we're gonna fish in will have a Magikarp. I'm sure. I guess we'll go into Angel for this one. Because I don't need to rely on... Ooh. And of course you get the poison. Nice, dude. Nice, good for you. You can get a poison, but I can't get a burn. Oh, now I can. Just gotta complain. Umbre's still alive. Somehow the worst Ducklet lives on. Hey. He's low-key carrying the team. He's somehow carrying the team. Poison status on a Lombre is just karma for calling it the worst Ducklet. I mean, Lombre didn't get poisoned. The Tepig did, but not the Lombre. All right, let's see what we can get as a first encounter here in Aspertia City. It doesn't matter the gender right now because we need to make a new pair. Anyways, it just matters what our encounter is. Thankfully, we do have an electric type now with Thunder Wave, so I can put a status infliction on it. I imagine it's just gonna be a Magikarp though. Level 3. I don't even need to Thunderwave this guy, but I'm gonna do it anyways. just to be safe. What was my ability? Static on my electric? Something like that. Go ahead and lob a Pokeball at this guy. I actually gotta hope that I do get the starters in the next, or in Burbank. That's crazy. Status infliction, and you don't even shake once? Who do you think you are? There we go. Magikarp has been obtained. This is a good backup mon, though. I mean, I probably prefer it if we were a little bit later into the game, just because it'd be easier to get a Gyarados, but it won't really. I haven't thought yet if I was going to do rare candies. Like having rare candies on this save, just to make grinding easier. Less like, oh my god, I gotta in the grass for hours on end to level up. I haven't quite decided if that would be the way we go with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this Magikarp in the box here, and like I said, whoever gets paired up to him next has to be a different typing and a different gender. Which I'm trying to think of how they would distribute the starters. Don't know. I'd probably, to be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to use the starters immediately if I do get them in Burbank City, that is. I imagine they're in like some random house. I imagine they has done that where, like, I know in Heart Gold, or well, Sacred Gold and Storm Silver, he had it to where they were planted in the Pokemon centers. So we'll figure out if that's where they are in this game or not. I don't think they are, though. I think they're in like random areas in the city. So we'll find out. If you were to play, where do you prefer, outside or at home? Actually, tough question. We'll say outside. Are you interested in the thing everybody knows or the thing nobody knows? Oh, everybody knows? Oh, really? Say you're quite active. Eh, kind of. Nothing really important here. The more items you can buy at a shop. Yes, that is true. Do you have anything? Luxury ball, netball. I don't know. Can also buy super potion. I think we're in a way to do that. I feel like, I mean, I did say I can look up stuff if I wanted to. I mean, I can look up what Roxy's level is. I feel like she's like 20. I feel like she's like 20. And also, if I imagine correctly, I'm pretty sure Brawly's also in this town, which I don't know if I want to go throw fisticuffs with them or not. Definitely not right now. Get a Poke Toy. Got a Pearl. Hey, quit clawing the carpet. Yes, he is down here. Which he's probably going to be hard to fight against because we don't have anything that's super effective against fighting types. But what's funny about me saying that is we had super effective moves against Roxy and, or not Roxy, Roxanne, and she whooped our ass. Oh, you only give us a starter right now. I don't know what season I'm playing in. Summer, I think? Oh, it is a Trico. Aww. I'm looking for a Brock counter in Radical Red by catching everything and checking the randomized bets. Okay. Okay, so Trico gets paired up to... Oh, it's male. But I said statics ignore the gender rule. I did say that statics ignore the gender rule. So Trico and Magikarp paired up versus... Nah, I think we stick with our Lombre and Tyrogue pair. I think that's going to be better for me overall. Let's go ahead and name what we normally name our Tricos. Let me check the Discord real quick if the... And Grottos are the key. Yeah. Whatever. What's he holding? A berry juice. Alright, why is this item just following me everywhere? Cut it out. I hate it. Did I talk to Old Man? Okay, so we don't get all the starters. You just get a certain starter, which... He said Piplup, Cyndaquil, and Squirtle, which... I guess I'm okay with Trico in a way, kind of. I mean, I already have those typings, so it's like they were going to be a backup mon regardless of the situation, right? I will tell you for sure, that we are not battling Roxy today. Not battling that woman. Ew. Why am I getting this? I don't like that. This battle against Roxy's probably going to be difficult. No, maybe it won't. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Can't say for sure if it will be difficult or not. We get the T-Wave off, which is good. I don't know who I switch into here. Maybe Lombre? I don't think Absorb kills this thing in one hit. I don't think it does. That's okay if it does, it does. Yeah. That's actually... I actually prefer this. Alright, never mind. I don't prefer anything. No, at least we're catching our encounters, right? I can't complain about that. At least we're actually catching our encounters. Yeah, an hour 40 range minutes, and then we'll have to call it there. He did have Storm Drain. So I went for Absorb on the Finneon there because I was like, okay, he probably has Storm Drain, right? And if I go for Nature Power, the possibility of it turning into a Water type move was relatively high because I was in a water terrain area, we'll say. So there's that. So let me just explain the rule behind the gender rule, right? So for this pair of the Magikarp and the Trico, it will stay as a pair that we can use that is male-male because of the fact that we got the Trico as a static. However, if either one of these part of this pair dies, but the other one survives, it will then have to get paired with a female mon that is a different typing. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So that is only being explained because of the fact that it is a static pair, or one of the mons in there was a static, so that's why the pair is what it is. Alrighty. Let's go down to the Burbank Complex. There is, I think, 6 people we can battle down here. We'll more than likely be doing some grinding in the grass. Potentially off camera, or if I choose to do the rare candy thing, which I think I will. But I suppose the rare candy thing should only be fair. Excuse me. The rare candy thing should only be fair if I'm like trying to level somebody up to catch up. I don't want to take my chances here if I can avoid it, because I feel like Low Sweep could do a lot of damage to this Lillipup. I just feel like he can one-shot me, because Tyro's stats are awful, as you can see right there. So I think we'll just swap into Picante. Excuse me. I definitely could have done it. I got a Poipole that came with Dragon Pulse, so I now have a Naganadel before Brock. Nice! I mean, you just gotta be careful because a lot of rock types do carry ground type moves, and it wouldn't surprise me if that anybody on his team does carry bulldoze or something like that. I'm pretty sure actually somebody does carry bulldoze. It is pouring outside, chat. It is pouring outside. Go ahead and go for the fake out, get a little bit of chip damage on this Charmander. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but Dragon Rage Claws is in effect if this thing decides to hit me with Dragon Rage. Typically, Dragon Rage Claws gets, you know, abolished before or after the second gym, rather. So I wasn't sure if this little guy would have Dragon Rage. I feel like Charmeleon probably would have. But just wanted to, you know, cover our bases there. Got a Great Ball, not bad. Can definitely use that in one of the next areas where we can get an encounter. Croagunk. That's... I don't know how I would have felt about Croagunk as an encounter. I mean, it was male, so we wouldn't have been able to catch it technically, but... Got a tiny mushroom. Sell that for some money. Ooh, a Magnemite. I feel like I should just swing on this thing and see how much damage I can actually do. I'm gonna fake it out just in case he has Sturdy. Sonic Boom. Ooh. I feel like I should say Sonic Boom is also something that falls under like Dragon Rage Claws. Speed fell, so I should be faster. There we go. Get him all that experience for himself. Not a lot, but get him all that experience for himself. Guess I should look and see if the Shaking Grass gets us Auto-Nose, because I feel like for some reason, I don't know if I'm correct on this statement or not, but I feel like Triano messed with the Shaking Grass encounters to make it to where Auto-Node doesn't pop up all the time. I think that's something that he did in this game. I could be mistaken. I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't really watched a lot of people play Blaze Black 2. Volt White 2, I've only seen Blaze Black and Volt White. But I feel like I'm over preparing for this gym. But that's just mainly down to the fact that we are scarred from Tuesday's stream and how it went for us against Roxanne. Yeah, I have to be Brawly first. I guess I don't have to be Brawly first, but I probably should be Brawly first. I actually don't know if you can do rematches against the Hoenn gym leaders or not. But I guess if I can, why would I want to go back and battle level 10s? You beat Brock? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Motor Sleuth, that's fine. Go ahead and Water Pulse this guy. Hey! Why are we getting in a stupid fight? Oh, you guys are probably hungry, huh? Give me like 10 minutes. Stop getting into fights with your sister. Can you cut it out with the attitude? Picks. I want Hot Hands to get some experience for this, or from this rather. Flame burst. Cherubi. Guess this can be something that works out for Tyrogue and then Angel. Am I gonna kill with this Ember? I should. Oh my god, I got the burn. Okay, does the burn go off before the Leech Seed though? No. Yeah, burn doesn't do enough to kill, but that's fine. That's a-okay. I also feel like I'm not getting a whole lot of experience. I mean, I'm switch training, yes, but I feel like I'm not getting a whole lot of experience for some of these battles. Ether. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion. I know I can run back and heal, but I'm just gonna use a potion here on Angel. Ooh, for Thief. Okay, not a terrible move. Probably not a move I'm gonna use a whole lot if I'm being truthful and honest, but not bad. Definitely could be way worse. All right, homeboy's got a Growlithe. Let's see. Let's go for a Fake Out. I need something that somebody sends out that's like a wimpy normal type that I can maybe do some work with Tyrogue. Magby. Maybe we could go toe-to-toe with a Magby. We should. In theory, we should be able to handle this. In theory, we should be okay with this. Not a lot of damage. Obviously faster than me, just don't get the burn. And he gets the burn. Chat, I can't complain because I had so many hits with the Quick Claw earlier, but man, does it not feel good when these... That's probably not even 10%. That's probably more like 20 or 30. But I hate when these low chances of like status infliction happen. Slugma. I will swap into Hot Hands just to try to get the switch training experience. Oh, don't stop. Just a little bit of rain. Oh, don't get the poison. Oh, he got a critical hit. Holy crap. Okay, this should kill him. Why is every battle difficult? I guess we can... No, I'm not gonna see my... I'm gonna not see if my questioning is correct or not. We could experiment that later. Maybe even off screen we can experiment that. Speeding up so we can get through this faster. I think we got 3, like another random guy, scientist maybe. Magnemite, this is what I want to see. This is something I think we can handle. Up, I did not mean to tackle. Oh my god, I'm freaking throwing. Jesus Christ. Wanted to fake out to break the sturdy, but I guess low sweep probably would have still been better in that scenario. That did a lot. Low sleep still would have been better in that scenario. It works out. Hello, kid. Okay. Gonna swap to the Tyrogue. How long is it supposed to rain for? My question. Says rain's supposed to stop in 12 minutes. Is it actually even that bad? No, it's just a small thunderstorm. It's not even really a thunderstorm, it's just small downpour. Small downpour. I mean, at least I don't have to go out in this. Hopefully it's not like that in the morning, because I don't want to have to deal with that at 8 o'clock in the morning. Electric, okay. So we know that you don't really have a whole lot of moves. We do know you have access to static, though, so I need to be careful. Actually, I'm just going to switch. Switch. I'll just use my potions on everybody. We do have a berry juice, so that classifies as like another potion. I think the plan, and I don't know if this is necessarily a good plan or not, is I'll probably get the entire team up to 20 before we go and battle Roxy. You think I can go mano a mano with a Mankey? I mean, that a fake out did that much. Low sweep probably does way more. And I'll be faster than him. Now that he's -1. Shinx. I'll stay in, but I'm gonna swap out immediately. Yep, that's why. Because he's gonna have Intimidate as well. I Kind of unfortunate we don't have the Eviolite right now. But it's okay, we get it in the next city. So, like, if I have something that is somewhat bulky and still needs to evolve, I can use the Eviolite on it. Which probably would be our Tepig, if anything else. Spinnerack. Honestly, I'm just gonna go to Angel for this one. I'm just gonna go to Angel. Bug Bite, that's fine. You're gonna take my Oranberry, which actually kind of sucks. Because that might put you in range to live this next Ember. Just barely. Nightshade. Flame Charge. Okay. Now we're working with something here. I think I'm gonna get rid of Tail Whip. Shellos. You are pure water, not you were. You are pure water. I'm gonna attempt something here. Might be stupid. Mud Bomb. It's not sad. Don't kill. No way, dude. And I get confused. Yeah, I'm switching. I'm just switching. We're not doing that. Nope. No, siree. We're not doing that. I would have stayed in if I didn't get confused. Because Shellos don't got priority. Could have gotten like 200 experience there, but whatever. Oh, do not use the freshwater. We are saving that for the gym. Which I actually should probably have a decent amount of money from battling these guys down here. I'll get money from beating Brawly, and I'll get money from the 2 gym trainers inside. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to evolve our Tyrogue and our Tepig so we can deal with these poison types. I don't think anybody from the Tyrogue line gets guts. I think Tyrogue himself gets guts, but I don't think Hitmonlee, I believe, gets Unburden. Hitmonchan might get Iron Fist. And I think Hitmontop will get Intimidate, which I guess if we get Intimidate, I won't complain. Because Intimidate's a good ability. Very good ability, I should say. I don't know. I'm nervous about the next gym. Very nervous because we don't really have a good counter to it. And we weren't really presented with a good counter throughout any of our encounters in this series so far. So, not like I'm being ridiculous by feeling that way. Blair. That's annoying. That is annoying for us to deal with, but I think we will still be okay because we can't get poison at the very least, but we can get fully paralyzed. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Clear. This gonna kill him? Yeah. And coughing. Okay, this actually works out fine. This actually works out fine. Not great, but it is fine. Smoke screen, that's irritating. Psst. Delilah, you're sniffing the ground where you sit. There's nothing there. And we one-shot him. I guess we are 6 levels higher. That shouldn't be too surprising. We go back and talk to the guy, and I think he gives us Rock Smash, which I don't think I'm gonna teach to anybody on my team right now. I don't think it really does me any favors. All right. I need to go back to the Pokemon Center. We're gonna heal. Like I said, we're gonna do some off-screen training, get the team up to 20. I'll decide, depending on how long it takes me to grind off screen, if I will do rare candies for this series. I more than likely will, just because we're gonna probably be having a lot of deaths in this series. No matter how much I can prepare for some of these important battles, I still feel like we have to account for RNG, right? And that's a pretty big factor. So for us to get a couple of evolutions, especially because we don't have the greatest type diversity right now. We don't have a psychic type at our disposal, so yeah, that's gonna be it for us today. Tomorrow for Free Time Friday, just letting you guys know this now. We do plan to stream. I would imagine that I am probably gonna be okay for my little visit to the doctor tomorrow. I would imagine. I'm just getting blood work done, so I should be okay. But for Free Time Friday, since Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 have been ported to the PS5, we're actually going to be playing some COD tomorrow. We're going to be playing some BO1 and BO2. Well, we'll play BO2, probably not BO1. Which is kind of crazy in a way, because it feels like I almost manifested it by doing the Black Ops 2 tournament earlier on this year on Free Time Friday. So it's kind of cool that it's officially there now. So I got to go ahead and get that stuff downloaded, actually. And I also do plan on playing some ranked rivals tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys are there by clicking the like button and subscribing if you're over on YouTube, clicking the follow button if you are over on Twitch. As far as the next time we're streaming this, we'll be streaming this again on Saturday. Saturday will be when we tackle the second gym and maybe the third gym. I don't know how long I'm going to plan on streaming. We plan on streaming Saturday. I just had a stroke. I feel like I didn't say an actual grammatically correct sentence just now, but Saturday is when we'll be streaming this again. So like I said, Saturday you'll see the entire team level 20, and we'll go in and see how things turn out for us. Like I said, I'll more than likely be putting rare candies in, so it'll be pretty much just to catch up to my lowest level on my team. That will be the deal with that. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure you show your support. Like I said, click the like button, subscribe on YouTube, follow over on Twitch as well. We have those goals down there in the bottom right that we would really love to hit. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Free Time Friday. Peace.